Imagine a war that lasted only 38 minutes. Yes, you heard that right. There really was a war in history this short. It's called the Anglo-Zanzibar War. The date, August 27, 1896. The place, Zanzibar. At the time, Zanzibar was technically an independent sultanate. But in reality, it was largely under British control. Everything began with the death of the Sultan. There was uncertainty over who would take the throne. Britain wanted its own preferred candidate to rule. But one man stood against that plan, Khalid bin Barghash. Khalid seized the palace and declared himself Sultan. For Britain, this was a direct challenge. And what followed was inevitable. Britain sent a clear ultimatum: step down, or we will attack. The deadline was precise, 9 a.m. on August 27th. But Khalid refused to back down. Instead, he positioned around 3,000 troops around the palace, preparing for resistance. However, the balance of power was far from equal. Britain arrived with powerful warships and aimed their guns directly at the palace. And when the clock struck 9 a.m., the ultimatum expired. The war began. British ships opened fire on the palace. Zanzibar's forces tried to respond, but their resistance didn't last long. Within minutes, the palace was engulfed in flames. Their defenses collapsed. And by 9:38 a.m., it was over. Total duration, just 38 minutes. Zanzibar suffered around 500 casualties. The British, on the other hand, had almost none. So what happened to Khalid bin Barghash? He fled the palace during the attack and took refuge in the German consulate. Later, he was sent into exile. Britain got exactly what it wanted. It installed its own sultan and fully secured control over Zanzibar. This event reminds us of something important: some wars are decided before they even begin. And sometimes, history is written in just 38 minutes. So what do you think? Can something this short really be called a war?